Ever look at those folks making a killing online and think, wait, how are they doing that without actually shipping anything? No boxes, no inventory, no hassle? Well, welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving into a complete step-by-step masterclass on building a highly profitable digital product store from scratch. We're taking real top seller strategies, the exact kind that have generated hundreds of thousands of dollars, and breaking them down into a totally actionable roadmap just for you. We're going to walk through this blueprint step by step today. We'll cover setting up your storefront, finding high-demand products, design, organization, and safety, pricing and launching, promoting your store on Pinterest, and finally, expanding and analyzing sales. Let's jump right in. All right, step 1, setting up your storefront. Okay, so to avoid hitting any annoying roadblocks later, you've got to lay the foundation. Head over to etsy.com/sell and get registered. Just a heads up, there's a small one-time setup fee, usually around $15 to $30 depending on where you are. You'll pop in your personal and banking info, wait for a quick test deposit, and verify your ID. I know, it's the boring technical stuff, but knocking it out now means totally smooth sailing later on. Next up, let's talk about your visual identity. You want your shop to look legit from day one, right? Here's your essential checklist. You need a solid logo, a nice shop banner, and a receipt banner. But here is the absolute game changer. Pay close attention to your messages to buyers setting. You literally must include your exact download instructions right there. Seriously, taking 5 minutes to do this will save you from hundreds of frustrated, hey, how do I open this file emails down the line. Moving right along to part 2, finding high-demand products. So here's the million-dollar question, right? What should you actually sell? Resumes, invitations, social media templates? Honestly, I want you to breathe a huge sigh of relief because you don't have to guess at all. The data is going to tell you exactly what you need to build. It's all about reverse engineering what's already working. Look for organic clues on the platform first. Things like bestseller badges or those little notifications that say an item is in 20 people's carts. Dive into a successful shop's sales history to see what moves. Then, if you really want to level up, you can use software tools like Profitry to pull back the curtain. We're talking exact monthly revenue and 24-hour added to cart metrics. Looking at this data basically guarantees you're selecting high-demand products that are already proven to sell, increasing your revenue potential right out of the gate. Okay, on to section 3, design, organization, and safety. Now, as you start whipping up designs in tools like Canva, things can get pretty chaotic pretty fast. Here's a crucial tip for organizing your files. Separate them into 2 completely distinct folders. You've got your working project folder, that's your sandbox where you actively design, tweak, and experiment. But once a design is totally finished, duplicate it into a final project folder. This final version is the only one you use to generate the secure template link for your customers. Doing it this way ensures you never accidentally edit or delete a live file that a paying customer is currently relying on. And listen, this next part is your ultimate shield against intellectual property violations. You can't just grab images off Google. You've got to transform standard design elements into entirely new layouts. Always verify that your fonts are cleared for commercial use and absolutely 100% avoid trademarked properties. No Disney, no Taylor Swift, no Nike. It's just not worth the risk. Following these rules keeps your brand new store perfectly stable and totally safe from getting permanently shut down. Which brings us to section 4, pricing and launching. I know it's incredibly tempting to just be the cheapest option out there, but listen, slashing your prices actually lowers your perceived value. Buyers see cheap and they just assume it means lower quality. Instead, you've got to compete on value. Don't be afraid to set competitive, premium rates, but justify that price tag with incredibly high-quality designs, super clear photos, and some robust bonuses. Give them maybe up to 20 detailed mock-ups showing your digital product in real-world settings. This strategy actively makes your stuff so much more appealing to discerning buyers who are actually ready to spend. Next up, section 5, promoting your store on Pinterest. If you want to continuously attract new customers for free, here's your targeted Pinterest funnel. Step 1, switch over to a Pinterest business account. Step 2, create highly niche boards named after the exact keywords your buyers are searching for. Step 3, start pinning these eye-catching 1,000 by 1,500 vertical visuals loaded with SEO-heavy titles. Basically, just use the exact words your customers are typing into the search bar. And step 4, always link those pins using your Etsy share and save URL. Because Pinterest is essentially a visual search engine, these pins will act like magnets, continuously driving traffic to your store for months to come.
Finally, we arrive at Section 6, expanding and analyzing sales.
100 plus. Honestly, you can't really expect a digital shop to just explode with only a handful of products. Think of every single new listing you create as opening another door to your store. The more doors, the more people walk in. Adding dozens or ideally hundreds of diverse products dramatically increases your sales opportunities. This whole strategy of gradual expansion, that is your absolute key to maximizing profits over the long haul. And why do you need all those doors? Well, it's perfectly explained by the 80-20 rule. In the digital product game, roughly 80% of your profits are going to come from just 20% of your products. It's crazy, but it's true. You don't need every single item to be a massive blockbuster. You just need enough volume in your store to discover that magic little percentage of best sellers that will essentially carry the income for your entire shop. So, how do you find those winners? You've got to analyze your store's performance. Keep a close eye on which products are racking up the most views and favorites. Then monitor exactly which of those specific listings are actually converting into real sales. Once the data points you to what people clearly love, aggressively double down on it. Create different color variations, try out new layouts, or even bundle those high-performing products together to bump up your average order value. Basically, let the data tell you what's working, and then give the market exactly what it wants. We've covered the whole journey today, from laying a rock-solid technical foundation to reverse engineering what's actually in demand, designing safely, and then scaling up your shop aggressively. You've got the exact blueprint right in front of you. So I'll leave you with this. Which digital product is going to be your very first door to passive income? Are you thinking an invitation, maybe a digital planner, or a slick branding kit? There is a whole world of opportunity just waiting out there. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and man, I literally cannot wait to see what you build.